Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the calm before the storm. This is the day before we start doing demolition and starting to tear out some of the things from the shop that are here that we don't need. So let me give you a quick tour and let you know what's going on in the next couple of days. Out here in the main part of the shop, you'll see that we have a number of lifts. These are all going to be removed, except for one. We're going to keep one so that we can use it to do a little bit of work on our own cars, as well as use it maybe for some other things where having some hydraulic lifting capacity would be helpful. So these are all going out of the shop, except for the one. That'll make our lives a bit easier, give us a little bit more space, flat floor space that we can use, and that's going to be absolutely critical for us. Here in what's going to become the gallery space, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. It doesn't look like it. There doesn't look like there's a lot in here, but the office that's back here, this needs to be torn out, as well as the countertop and the display that's over there. Also, the floor is going to be torn up. We're going to be taking this back down to a concrete floor. So over the next day or two, we're going to see a lot of things happen in here. In particular here, this is all going to get torn up in the next day. End of day 2, and we have what looks like not a lot of work done, but this entire display unit has now been torn apart, ready to be removed tomorrow. And this office has now been prepared for destruction. It's going to be torn down tomorrow. All the electricity's been disconnected, all the wires have been cut. So this is all good to go. And tomorrow we will be tearing this out. All of this stuff will be out of here. Same thing with that display unit. So that's going to be tomorrow's work.
So one of the other things we're doing here is redoing the employee bathroom area. And this is my nephew, Reg. He's come down from Montreal, and he's actually going to be working in the shop with us for probably 2 or 3 months, just working on all kinds of projects. Reg is one of those guys, when you need something done, you just point him in a direction and off he goes and just doggedly works at it until that work is done.
So I'm just doing some painting right now and fixing up the bathroom.
What kind of paint are you using in here?
We're using the same type of paint that they used before because it did a good job. So oil-based paint.
Yeah. So oil is better when it's in a bathroom or
Yeah.
that kind of.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Is it harder to put on or easier?
Oh well, just that because the surface is not even, so
Yeah.
it takes a little bit longer. So I have to go with a small brush, just not
Just
brush, but
getting
roll.
it in all
Yeah.
the little cracks
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be shiny but easy to wash. That's for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So before you did this, you were a metallurgical engineer in Montreal.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of stuff did you work on there?
All kind of aerospace stuff, military, basically, that I cannot talk about. But like 70% was like aerospace, like
And
all
doing
type of alloys,
Casting and
aluminum,
whatnot, or
casting, using the investment process,
machining
making,
things and all that?
machining thing. Yeah, we used to make parts finished to print. Basically, we would do the machining and also do the final coating.
Yeah.
Either passivation, anodization, and then paint. Very fun stuff.
Yeah.
Heat treatment as well.
And now you're doing work
I'm
around
doing-
Montreal, doing a lot of house renovation stuff and all
That's
that.
right. What I like to do the most is basically installing kitchen, finishing new kitchen, and
Hey,
bathroom
we
as
have
well.
an IKEA kitchen coming next week, so it's finally some fun stuff for you
Yeah,
here.
it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. You've been putting the skim coat down on the floor in there.
Yeah, you saw it. Do you like
yeah,
it?
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
How you're using the hydraulic cement? Is there any tricks to that? Like
Basically, it's like self-leveling cement, but
Yeah.
I keep the consistency a little bit harder than self-leveling. So, like the viscosity is a little bit
Yeah.
higher. So, so that way I can just prep it and keep the slope, according to what you have as a floor right now. So,
Yeah. And then you're going over it with a trowel
Yeah.
just to get
Yeah.
get a smooth finish.
yeah, that's right.
And then at the end, you're going with like a rubber.
Or
thing.
just the stone I go over just to make sure like the seam in between, the prior coat that I did, the new coat, because I've been doing it like for the past 2.5 days. So there's always like a junction that it's sort of a non-cast, a non-fill. So
Yeah,
you just have
Okay.
to level it with that. Yeah.
All right.
Super easy.
Well, we'll be checking in with you in all the projects that you're working on.
Yeah.
And when we get to the kitchen stuff, we have a lot of things. We'll be hanging cabinets up in the workshop. There's a whole lot of work to do here.
Wow,
And we're
that's
going to be
awesome.
building up some cool stuff up in the office space. So it's going to be neat.
That's good.
Why is that not focusing? Focus, you fuck.